Jim, for a first league game, that couldn't really have gone much better, could it?
Absolutely terrific. You know, from start to finish. You know, the pleasing thing for me is how well the players have responded. You know, the things that we've been working on in training, I can really see that coming through in the games. It was great to get off to a great start with Skelly, a great finish, and I know it's probably the first time he's scored in a wee while, so that will give him massive confidence. He's an experienced player, and you know, we just lack a wee bit of experience. But I just thought, you know, particularly with the conditions, we caused them a lot of problems at the set plays. Some great deliveries from Mark Watley, and nice to win sort of two goals up, because it was always going to be difficult the second half when the conditions change against your favour. But credit to the players. You know, they kept playing the same way. They were under pressure. There was some, you know, big headers won there in that back four. But overall, to win the game 5-1, you know, it's probably way above my expectations of what I thought might happen today. But terrific performance for the players, and they should be really proud of the 90 minutes they put in.
Have you ever had a player score back-to-back hat-tricks for you?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't even know if I had a player that scored a hat-trick. There you go. But no, Rusty, absolutely thrilled for him, because he was struggling a wee bit during the week. Didn't play in the bounce game, so we rested him, and you see the importance of that. Rusty can just be, as I've said, a double figures player in this league, and we've just got to manage, you know, the expectations of what people think Rusty could do, because I know what he can do, and you know, we're seeing that. I know what he brings to the team, and we really need to sort of appreciate that and get the best out of him. But overall, again, you know, his second goal is quite something special. Only Rusty would try it. But thrilled for the players, because it's nice to finally get that league game after the cup win. But it'll breed confidence going into Tuesday night's difficult home match against Peterhead.
It certainly will, and there's obviously been quite a bit of a break, and you say that's allowed you to get some time on the training pitch with the players and put your philosophy into them.
Yeah, and that's been key. Ideally, would have liked a game, but we remember we weren't quite ready in the first week. You know, we're getting to understand and appreciate the sort of strengths of the players that we haven't seen play with the bounce game during the week. So that was a really good exercise for us. But the application and the attitude in training has been fantastic, and we saw the fruits of that today, because the players really took on board and have taken on board our style that we feel that's going to be, you know, key for us moving forward.
Another thing that I've not seen too many times is a team making 5 substitutes at half time. How do you feel like we adapted to those changes from Bonnyrigg?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we adapted very well. It obviously sort of upsets your rhythm. You've got to change who's picking up who at set plays and corners, but sometimes you've just got to let the experienced players on the pitch to make those responsibilities and you know, and decide who's picking up and where people should be, because it's unusual. It's unusual to make 5 subs at half time, but Callum felt that was the right thing, and you know, at the end of the day, we managed to get another few goals in the second half and win the game.
You've taken over a side that was struggling to score goals by your own admission. You've got 8 in 2 games now. There could have been quite a few more today. That must be so pleasing for you.
Well, let me tell you, it's not going to be like that every week. I hope it is, but you know, there'll be tight games, and I'm realistic that you can't win every game. There'll be games where, you know, we'll probably be disappointed, and we'll come away from the performance and analyse it and look where we went wrong. But the important thing is that you know, we're trying to build a side that will create chances, put crosses in the box, ask the team to defend, and today we certainly asked those questions of Bonnyrigg.
How important was this result in the context of the season, given that the gap had extended to 6 points at the bottom whilst you've not been playing?
Well, that didn't worry me, that, you know, they were obviously, having played games, they were, you know, improved their position, but I've stressed the players, 69 points to play for. It hadn't changed for us. We're still going after those, 66 now, so we go after as many as we can, and you know, I'm not thinking about who's round about us. I'm just thinking about each game as it comes, and the next game's Peterhead and how we can beat Peterhead, and we take it every step forward for then on.
It will be a quick turnaround for Tuesday. Peterhead are flying high. What are your thoughts going into that one?
Well, I went to Clyde last week and watched Peterhead against Clyde. They got off to a slow start. Peterhead are rightly up the top end of the league. I don't know if they went top today, but rightly, you know, they've got really good players. Probably one of the favourites to win the league. But on our performance today, you know, not many teams will be looking forward to come to Forfar, and we've got to believe that we can turn over teams like Peterhead if we're at our best.
Lastly then, 2 players missing out today, Mitch Taylor, 3, Finlay Allen and Jackson Milcrease. What can you tell us about them?
Well, Jackson has suffered a sort of reoccurrence of the injury earlier in the season, so it's likely that he'll end up probably back at St Johnstone because he was out for a considerable time. I don't know how long. It's maybe unfair on the player, but it's something he's probably not going to be available for a number of weeks. Mitch has just got a bit of a swelling around his knee, which we can't quite get it to reduce. So we didn't feel it was right to take a chance on him. He hasn't trained the last 2 weeks since it happened. And I thought Brad Rodden came in and done an excellent job in there in his place. Brad's got great energy, works hard and applies himself, you know, as we expect him to be when he's in the team, and you know, no fears about putting Brad in ahead of Mitch. Young Finn was ill and Aaron Cox was ill, so we're a wee bit light in the bench today.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Okay guys, thanks.
Congratulations.